Hey everyone, welcome to another Xenoblade News episode. But beforehand, Happy New Year everyone. Sorry about the lack of content since our New Year's vid. You'll probably tell by our voices, not feeling 100% right now.
Yeah, I'm sick twice in a row.
So content will continue once we get better, but we couldn't stay away from Xenoblade News. So it is the 9th of January 2025, and as we kind of predicted, Nintendo has dropped some more stuff for Xenoblade X Definitive Edition. So, let's get into it, and as always, we'll play it once, and then go back around to analyze it a bit further.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us. The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis, all housed in a unit called the Lifehold. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold, are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Another day, another step. Slowly but surely, we're building a sustainable future for ourselves on this planet.
Remember, the clock is always ticking. We have to find that unit before it's too late.
Anytime you need a little extra help, give me a call. I happen to be a pretty competent pilot. That might be a skill you're in the market for.
Irina! Marcus! Run!
You must be purged. This is our calling as Ganglion. The cause of the righteous.
Son, is it possible this is their native planet? Troops, a trying battle awaits us, but we must repel the coming invasion, no matter what the cost. We're counting on you.
The hostile forces have crossed the perimeter. They've entered enemy airspace.
You're right to be afraid, little girl.
We need that Lifehold unit, no matter what the cost. We came here to ensure the survival of the human race. The will to live is stronger than the will to destroy, Luxar. Let's go!
People still need me. Humanity still needs me.
That skill!
You're still alive?
This Skell was always leading the way, guiding us where we're needed.
Okay, there is a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
Because, my god, little bits and pieces were changed, new things got revealed, and also some things that I think might have been spoiled if you are a first-time player. But anyway, let's go back and let's see from the start, because, again, there's a lot to unpack here in this trailer.
Yeah.
And especially this scene right here. Naturally in the game, this is where the character Lynn would narrate what's happening. But this is Elma. And she's also dropping a few tidbits that I don't remember being in the game.
Way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact.
Now, granted, I have played X a lot less than you have, so, honey, if I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me.
We had no choice.
But with what Elmer is saying right now,
We had left to soft land the habitat.
soft landing the habitat, I don't remember that line being in the game, do you?
No.
No. So, that's new dialogue, and that, in my theory, wouldn't that play in the first initial cutscenes of the game where it's going to be explained, like, what Mirror is and how we got to this point? So if so, they might have streamlined the beginning narrative, and if that's the case, I'm all for that.
Well, I remember them saying that Italy was the habitat part of the white whale, but I don't remember them actually, like, saying it in the beginning.
Yeah. And we are going to try and avoid spoilers for anyone who hasn't played the initial game. But yeah,
Passengers.
that is a pretty promising aspect if they're changing actual dialogue from the game and not being a one-to-one replace. So that means they have put effort into changing a few things. This isn't like the Xenoblade Definitive Edition, in which it's just the same story, just brightened up a little bit.
All of them held in stasis.
And of course, Elmer
All
looking
housed
nice.
in a unit called the Life Hold. But the vast majority were in the Life Hold. Are in the Life Hold.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, you don't get told about the life hold, until you meet a good amount of characters. So, yeah, this is being told a lot earlier than what I can remember it being in the game.
With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be...
I love the gameplay in which they're showing here, because they are giving a great example of what you can do in the game.
The moon jump's still in there.
Yeah, and you can traverse a lot of areas, and also, if I might be wrong, this might be a case of, like, AI tracking, but
They're all still there, in stasis.
this solo part of the player jumping across the chasm, I'm not seeing any of the other parties. So could you go solo in this initial part of the game?
Well, technically you can go solo in the game, you just get rid of all your party members.
I suppose.
Waiting to be rescued.
But again, it might be a subtle thing of like, yep, you can have friends, or you can go solo if you wish.
What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know.
And this is where things get good in my eyes. Because this is a mechanic of the game which, in a small way, is a bit time-consuming.
It's satisfying, though, if you find one and you can install it.
Oh, yeah. Now, I don't know if that was a cut there, or if it's just like one button and it's done. Basically, this is a mechanic in which to activate it, you need to tap the A button multiple times to fill up the bar. If they've just changed it in which it's just a one click and done, you know what? It's a small change, but hey, I'm sure some players are gonna really appreciate that. And I love this. You can actually see where things are a lot clearer than what it was in the original game.
They still kept the hexagonal design as well.
Yep, but the UI is a lot cleaner, the map is a lot less cluttered. I like it.
And I can read the text.
Yes. For those of you who don't know, back in the Wii U days, if you were playing this on the TV and the TV was a bit far away, you'd have to have binoculars in order to see the goddamn text. So at least, though, they have changed that.
From that, it does look like it's button presses still.
Yeah. But my god, look at this UI as well.
You can see their portraits and statuses a lot easier.
Yeah, I love it. Because I'm going to say this ad nauseum in this one, but go back and look at the original game's UI. This is as much of a cleanup as you could probably get.
Yeah, because I think if you see the top part of where Ryan cuts off,
Yeah.
from that gap up, I think that's where the UI fitted in the original.
Yeah. It was a mess. But yet, the markers are a lot cleaner. The text boxes, again, are bigger and a lot clearer. It's so good. And
Followable.
yeah, the followable actually has a decent trail line. Again, the original X it had a lot of quality of life improvements to do, but that is lovely.
Another day, another step. Slowly but surely, we're building a sustainable future for ourselves on this planet.
Remember, the clock is always ticking. We have to find that unit before it's too late.
And again, subtle changes as well. The fact that it shows you that you can go on a scale, drop from the ceiling. I will say now, I know some people are not going to be happy with like the graphical fidelity of this game just based on this screenshot, but I think we've seen with the PS5 Pro, do graphics really matter at this point?
No.
No. And with what this game has in terms of content and what it's able to show, it was actually a marvel that this thing actually managed to run on the Wii U.
I'd like to think that gave you a hint that you can actually jump in your scale.
Yep, same thing too. You can jump, you can walk, you can ride through lava. Because again, there are a lot of things in this game initially that you were really unsure of. Like, if I would say like, can you swim in lava in a traditional video game? Your normal answer would be no.
But I mean, like, in the original game, you can't jump in your scale. You just start flying right away. So I wonder if...
That's with the flight unit.
Oh, okay, so there's no confirmation of that. Also, the overdrive guidance on the right, I love that.
Okay.
Tells you the colors.
I'm not going to go on much detail, but the way this game originally did a mechanic called overdrive, it dumped the mechanic in your lap and said, figure it out. It gave you no hints, no tutorials at all. So yeah, this is a massive, massive upside.
And once again, the text at the bottom telling you what the art does, a lot bigger. Appreciate that.
Again, the UI just looks a lot bloody cleaner. And I cannot emphasize this enough. This looks brilliant.
I definitely love the overdrive color guidance because I could never get it down. Like, orange to red, orange to purple, which one increases the overdrive counter? I forgot.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's a lot of mechanics in this game, so hopefully they have either slimmed it down or heavily explained it. So this is a marvel for me, for someone who, to this day, does not understand X's fighting mechanics.
I have a basic understanding of it, but I have...
I don't. Press button, things happen. Okay. And of course get scale combat as well, and we also get to see the upgraded UI. And just like the Definitive Edition, we get to see what arts work best in what side of the enemy. So again, they've learned from the original, and it carries on from here.
Hopefully it'll be easier to build up TP in this game.
Well, that remains to be seen. But now, let's get to the really good stuff.
Anytime you need a little extra help, give me a call. I happen to be a pretty competent pilot.
A new character with one of these art styles is not like the other.
It looks like Emil on a bad day.
And it's a small thing, but I also can't help but see the scale here. And I can't help but think of Zord.
Zord?
From the original.
Oh, yeah.
What other Zord in our video game bubble do you think I'm referring to?
It's been a while.
How can you forget Zord?
I happen to be a
well, I digress.
Pilot. That might be a skill you're in the market for.
This looks fun.
Yeah.
I know it's probably the same flight mechanics as the original, but my god, it just looks so cool. It also looks faster to do as well. So sign me up.
The voice actress also sounded familiar too.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out who it is eventually.
You must be purged. This is our calling as Ganglion, the cause of the righteous.
The sheen on her is real.
She doesn't look like she's changed much model-wise.
No, I mean, I'm not going to go into spoilers, but yeah, they've definitely given her a lot of glow up.
Son, is it possible they
This is their native planet?
And again, we have a new character, and she looks lovely.
I think, judging from her ears, she might be related to a character that's already in the game.
Yeah, I don't know why. I love her earrings. The sword earring just looks nice. But yeah, hopefully we'll get more context on her and more context on a lot of other characters.
Yeah.
Because Jesus Christ.
A trying battle awaits us, but we must repel the coming invasion, no matter what the cost. We're counting on you.
The hostile forces have crossed the perimeter. They've entered NLA airspace.
You're right to be afraid, little girl.
You see that for me? I felt this show's a little bit too much. Yeah, because you want to save like really dramatic moments and let them sit in for when you actually play the game.
Yeah.
But, oh well. It's a minor thing.
We came here to ensure the survival of the human race. The will to live is stronger than the will to destroy, Luxar.
Now again, a little bit weird that you dropped that line in the trailer.
Yeah, a bit spoilery.
But oh well.
Let's go.
But at least a certain bigger spoiler wasn't dropped, because I think in one of the I think the release date trailer of the original, they dropped a very big in-game spoiler at the very end.
Well, maybe they've learned.
Hopefully.
Speaking of learning,
people still need me. Humanity still needs me.
That skill.
You're still alive?
This Skell was always leading the way.
see now we have a lot of unpacking to do. So we have I don't know if I should reveal spoilers or you know what? No. But I'm going to drop a subtle hint. But anyway, let's go through it. New cutscenes, new characters, and a whole new environment. This looks like... I don't know what you would call it.
It looks like a place in the numbered games, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe like the Bionic Shoulder or something.
It almost looks like the astral plane from Astral Chain. Just that disjointed, separated environment. And who knows? Because you've still got to imagine, will this tie into the original Xenoblade somehow?
Hiding us.
But yeah, there's a lot of platforms, so a lot of time for jumping around. Flying is definitely going to be fun in this stage.
Yeah.
But not much for on-foot combat, but hey, perhaps we'll see. And I'm also digging the soundtrack as well.
New music.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's Haruki in there as well.
Now, the one thing that I'm going to say about this surprising character reveal, I don't think it's Lao.
But that Lao was before.
I know. I don't think it's Lao. And here's my reasoning. They hide the face. But Lao was right here. What's the point in hiding Lao if in the initial trailer we have already seen that he's still alive, and in this trailer we see he's still there? There is a character that Elmer does talk about during the initial few hours of the game. We don't see that character. In fact, I think from that point which Elmer talks about that character, he's never brought up again. So I think this is the guy.
That's what I think as well.
Yep, so?
It makes me laugh though, because people speculated that was Malos.
Again, with what we've seen with Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3, with trying to tie things together, Xenosaga included in some way, shape, or form. I'm open to the possibility that this is somehow going to have an adjacent tie-in. Somehow. Am I wrong? Am I right? Who knows? But yeah, I think we are going to get a lot more good stuff in this definitive edition, and I can't wait.
I know.
And if you thought that's all we were going to show, no. Because Nintendo, They have said that you get stuff for pre-ordering early. And in a small way, this is needed. This is really, really needed. So we have survival armor series with weapons and augments. But Lightning, I hear you may not be asking, what are augments? Augments are something which you are going to need, but the game doesn't do a good job of explaining.
And there are hundreds of them, so...
Yes, but luckily Nintendo on their actual website has said what these augments are. So, in order, credits, the melee weapon, the iron knife, advanced storm rifle, the armor series including goggles, bodywear, gloves, and footwear, 6 weapon augments. These are melee axi up 1, range axi up 1, melee attack up, range attack, Fearoid Slayer, secondary CD reducer. Now, I know all these, but honey, am I being an idiot? What is secondary CD reducer?
Secondary cooldown. It reduces the rate that the cooldown reduces on the secondary. Because there's initial cooldown, a secondary cooldown, and if you enter overdrive, there's a tertiary cooldown.
Guys, X's combat is a lot more complicated.
Can I be honest? 100,000 credits isn't that much.
But it's a start. It's a start for new people.
Yeah, if you're entering the game for the first time, it can carry you quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. And for armor, you get max HP up, TP up, evasion, potential up, and physical resistance up. Most of these, I feel like, are self-explanatory, but honey, just for the people who don't know, what is potential?
I never really understood it, to be honest. All I know is the more of it that you have, the better you do in combat.
Guys, when we play this game, we are going to be noobs, even though we have beaten the original how many times now? 3, 4? It's going to be fun. But yeah, the option is there, both in physical and digital, so have at it. Me personally, I'm still waiting for them to drop the Definitive Edition Collector's Edition. It may not happen, but I'm waiting, damn it.
Also, 50 quid's quite a steal for a game of this caliber.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although, to be fair, that's the digital version, so...
Oh no, it's the same.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, sure. Monolith of Japan, or Xenoblade Japan, has dropped screenshots of various degrees. I love just the fact that you do just driving through the lava. Low-key badass. And screenshots of certain other enemies.
I hope she gets more,
I hope she gets some more screen time, or more dynamic with whatever this is. Again, not trying to give out more spoilers. And of course, a look at the new scale with the new character. For me, I'm looking forward to it all. I just want to know what they were thinking with this freaking design. Because, because obviously she's part of Blade, because what that says. That's such a tonal change from the original series. But that said, guys, what did you think of this trailer? What do you think of the new content? Is there anything we missed or anything we got wrong? Let us know in the comments and let us know your thoughts.
We probably got some things wrong, because even I played over 500 hours in this, and I'm still... I know next to nothing, really.
Well, hopefully we'll learn when Monolith, I'm assuming, is going to do a lot more quality of life improvements when this game comes out. But until then... Until any more Xenoblade news drops, we'll see you guys next time. Again, the content will return once we start to feel better, and we hope this new year so far has been going great for you. But until then, I've been Lightning.
I'm Alice.
And we'll see you next time for whenever Xenoblade news drops, or when our next YouTube video drops. Or in the worst case scenario, we don't do any content until this game comes out. Until then, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, then please, by all means, be sure to like it. And of course, if you want to subscribe to see more Xenoblade news or anything else of this nature, please subscribe to see more. And we'll see you guys next time.
I did this entire video without coughing. Yay!
Yay! You're getting better! And guess what? They went through this entire trailer and didn't show Tatsu. Or let him speak, I should clarify.
Yeah.
I think they know. I think they know what draws and what doesn't. See you next time, guys.